Tifalloy cap screws are Tifco's very own private branded line of fasteners and are easily recognized by the bold Tifco head marking. Now this is one of the highest quality fasteners on the market, with 100% traceable materials and quality that can only be created here in the USA. This is a Tifalloy fastener. It is tougher, stronger, and easier to install than even grade 8 cap screws. You can see that it actually has a taller head. Now this increases the contact area of the wrench or socket when tightening or loosening, reducing the chance of rounding the corners. In addition to this, it has a Rockwell hardness of 38 to 42 on the C scale and an average tensile strength of 190,000 psi, which is harder and stronger than grade 8 cap screws. Now to show this, I have a square cage. Now it's got a USA made 1/4-20 bolt on here, and as a Tifalloy fastener, also 1/4-28. I'm going to put it in the vise and tighten it down with this impact wrench. Now when I tighten them together, the weaker of the two will crack. Well, let's see what happens. Step over here, put it in the vise. And there you have it. The Tifalloy fastener is still together, and that grade 8 fastener, well, I don't know where that went. And still, the Tifalloy fastener's threads are completely still intact, and they're not even deformed. And there you have it. Even a grade 8 cap screw couldn't stand up to the tension. This is a great demonstration that shows how Tifalloy cap screws are sure to surpass the requirements in any grade 8 installation. Another great demonstration is showing the superior strength of the Tifalloy Hex Nuts. Again, just like the cap screws, they are stronger and harder than grade 8 Hex Nuts and have a 20% higher head for easier torquing and decreased chances of rounding off. They also have Tifco stamped on one of the faces so that you know you are working with a quality hex nut. Now this strength increase can be seen when we put the hex nut into a vise and tighten it down. With my vise, I'm going to put in a grade 8 hex nut. It's just a 1/4-20. I'm going to go ahead and crank it down. And it's important that you notice that it's about at a 45-degree angle to the floor. And you can see that this nut squished right up. If I pull it out and I test it out with a fastener, it is not going to thread at all. It's just catching on the first couple threads right there, and it's not going to go in at all. Now next, I'm going to go ahead and take a Tifalloy fastener, stick it in the vise. Now again, tightening up to 45 degree. That's about correct. Now I'm going to take it out and try to put a fastener in it, and it screws in just fine. One last demonstration is going to be on the Tifalloy washers. Now, this one happens to be the easiest demonstration we have. Now, generally, most maintenance areas have something like this, which is a grade 8 washer on their shelves. Go ahead and put it in the vise. And you'll see that it bends just like a coat hanger. Well, that was pretty easy. Now, take a Tifalloy washer. Just like the Tifalloy cap screw, it is harder, stronger, and has Tifalloy stamped right on the face. Go ahead and put it into the vise, and you will see it is much harder to bend. Now this strength improves assemblies and reduces failures. Now let's go over a few key selling points about the Tifalloy fastener system. Every cap screw, hex nut, and flat washer is made in the United States with 100% traceable materials. The tensile strength of a Tifalloy cap screw is an average of 190,000 psi, depending upon diameter. This is more than 20% stronger than a grade 8 cap screw. In addition to this, the head on the bolt is much higher for better contact area with the tool and higher torque handling. The Tifalloy hex nut has 180,000 psi minimum tensile strength, which is around 15% higher than a grade 8 hex nut. It too has a much higher head for better contact area with tools and reduced chance of rounding off. And the Tifalloy flat washer has a Rockwell hardness of 40 to 48 on the C scale, which is higher than standard grade 8 flat washers. The Tifalloy fastener system is engineered and proven to outperform grade 8 fasteners. Why trust your equipment and assemblies to anything less? Use Tifalloy fasteners wherever grade 8 fasteners are called for.